Hey folks, my name is Dwayne Gardner. I'm a theoretical electromagnetic physicist. I've lived in Austin for 23 years. God, how do you say something crazy without sounding crazy? Such as, the sun is the center of the solar system. The world is round. Orgonite brings rain. Orgonite brings rain. Orgonite is a fairly new technology. It's been around for less than 100 years. It's nothing more than polyester fiberglass resin, crushed quartz and iron filings. After you add the hardening agent, you pour it in an ice mold. The fiberglass resin shrinks and squeezes the quartz inside. That squeezing effect is called piezoelectricity. Some proteins, minerals, when you squeeze them, they emit a charge. It's just like those lighters. You go click, you see a spark. Or the lighters on your grill. You go click, you see a spark. Instead of using your fingers for the mechanical stress, the plastic shrinks and it holds the squeeze on the quartz, which sustains the field. The electromagnetic field of orgonite is long-wave ultraviolet, which is the electromagnetic frequency essence of quartz. Now, I've incorporated some Tesla technology because it's compatible. All energy moves or is conductive by metals. It's pretty cool. I mean, that's a whole other story. We'll get into it. But how does orgonite bring rain? Orgonite's long-wave ultraviolet light field recalibrates atmospheric potential from the current calibration of 60 Hertz, which is the electromagnetic field that comes from our electricity, to 13 terahertz, which is one with 15 zeros behind it. When you retune atmospheric potential from 60 Hertz to the proper 13 terahertz, it has the ability to move like it's supposed to, and weather systems start to fluctuate, crash, and then you get rain. Orgonite brings rain by recalibrating atmospheric potential. The current state of atmospheric potential sustained at 60 Hertz due to our electricity is called electromagnetic pollution. Okay? Now, you've heard of the devices that you put on your cell phone so that that EMF doesn't mess with your body. You are a biological, physiological system that is influenced by electromagnetics. So you put one on your cell phone to protect your system. What about covering the land with those devices, with orgonite? Protect the land from electromagnetic pollution. Now, I'm not telling you that orgonite brings rain off of an idea. I'm telling you off of evidence and results. Yes, I had the idea and I put my own money into it, and it cost me just under $3,000 to neutralize the heat in Austin, Texas, September 2011. For those of you that have lived in Austin through that bloody heat, you'll notice we had 5 months of healthy rain. October, November, December, January, February. The backyards would not dry up for 5 months. Reason being is orgonite transmuted so much electromagnetic pollution so fast, the rains kept coming. So, you want to see the serious numbers, you go to www.nws.noaa. Find the climate reports for Austin, Texas, Austin Bergstrom Air Force CF6 preliminary archived reports of September 2011. It was a 3-phase experiment. On the 4th, I put one piece of orgonite on every block downtown. On the 4th, the temperature was 102. On the 5th, it was 91. We also had double-digit wind speeds on the 4th and the 5th. I redid the experiment. Oh, so it happened once. So I got the results I expected once. There's a lot of meteorological effects that went on that day. That's also the day that we had the fires in Buda, September 4th. So I had to redo it again just to see if I could repeat the results. So September 14th, I did it again. Instead of covering downtown, I covered South Austin with orgonite. On the 14th, temperature was 102. On the 15th, temperature was 96 degrees. On the 14th, we had double-digit wind speeds. The only time that month we had double-digit wind speeds were the day of or the days after I implemented the experiment. So the 14th, I covered downtown South Austin. On the 24th, I surrounded every power plant with Orgonite. Now, since it wasn't a grid, it was some there, some there, some there, some there. It took a while for that to click together, make a big field of healthy atmospheric potential. And when Austin was in a big field of atmospheric potential, it started pulling atmospheric essence from the United States into Austin so fast that it hailed 3 days later. Okay? Now, I re-implemented the experiment on June 10th, 2012. I expected hail 3 days later in Austin, but 2 days later, Dallas received a bunch of hail. So, I've repeated the results. I've repeated the experiments and I've got the same results. I've spent $6,000, actually that's minimum. I've spent a lot more than that on these developments and experiments and all that kind of good stuff. But folks, I truly do believe that for $6,000 we can sustain healthy weather systems in Austin. Okay? I have included the document that I wrote on how to sustain healthy weather systems. I'm a theoretical electromagnetic physicist, and none of this stuff is real, depending on who you're talking to. If you go to the universities, they can tell you it's not real. If you go to someone who is out of the box, they're going to say, well, let's see what happens. It makes sense. So, straight up, for $6,000, I believe that we can sustain healthy weather systems in Austin. I could talk all day long about experiences and evidence and results and concepts. Folks, it's electromagnetics, okay? Electromagnetics tune everything. Biology is healthy within the bandwidth of the rainbow. You put biology in an area saturated in 60 hertz, you're not going to feel good, okay? It's like being inside all day long. Right now we're covering the planet with wires, pulsing the planet with 60 hertz. That's how you make a magnet. It's not good for the planet, it's not good for people. You know how we have on our cell phones EMF protector devices? That one EMF protector device is enough to protect a small area, which is your body. Your body is a biological system just like the Earth. We agree that we can protect this system from electromagnetics by using those EMF protectors on your cell phone. Has anybody thought about protecting the land? It's the same thing, it's just a bigger scale. I've included the document that I wrote called How to Sustain Healthy Weather Systems. Please look into it. You can bring healthy rain to your land with this document. You don't need me, okay? You now have everything you need to make it rain, to neutralize droughts, and to sustain healthy weather systems. So go do it. There's nothing stopping you. I've had results. I've had amazing results. I have brought rain to Austin. So, for $6,000, I believe we can sustain healthy weather. I'm going to do one more chit-chat about this so that you can understand atmospheric potential. Still don't know what it is, but I know how it works, how it acts, how it reacts. Atmospheric potential that has been tuned to 60 hertz due to our electricity, which is also known as electromagnetic pollution. Atmospheric potential at 60 hertz acts like sand, okay? It doesn't go anywhere. The wind does not blow. There's no clouds. Retune atmospheric potential to 13 terahertz via electromagnetic fields of long-wave ultraviolet that come from Orgonite, and you recalibrate atmospheric potential from the stagnation of sand to the fluidity of water. And you get rain. The reason Austin only had 5 months of rain is because the United States atmospheric potential is now at the vibration of sand. Imagine having a bathtub full of sand. You got Austin right here, You put one of these devices right here, it's like it pulls the plug for the sand to fall in. And then you've got that empty area right there. And the sand from around the United States starts to liquefy right around there. That liquefaction allows that area the fluidity of atmospheric potential, and then you get weather in that area. But everywhere else has got so much sand that I haven't put enough orgonite out to recalibrate the entire United States. So Austin began turning all the atmospheric potential. The sand began to slowly fall into Austin and fill up the transmutation potential. There's not enough orgonite in Austin to transmute all the atmospheric potential of the United States. The reason it did rain is because it transmuted that area faster than the sand could fall in. But all the electromagnetic pollution from the United States acts like a blanket. There's a hole in Austin and it all went there and filled up. The reason we don't have 5 months of healthy rain after my second experiment of June 10th, 2012 is because all the sand is already coming to Austin. There's one more thing I wanted to share with you. It's not coming to me, I guess I'm not going to share it. Oh yes, that's right. There's only 2 places in the United States that have zero radiation. One is Austin, Texas. I suspect it's from the orgonite. The other place is off of the Gulf Peninsula of Florida. And I suspect that's because it has the fresh influx of sea air. What if orgonite neutralizes electromagnetic pollution as well? Actually, I'm going to go off the hook now, okay? Orgonite sustains long-wave ultraviolet via piezoelectricity through quartz. You've got a field that's self-sustaining, okay? We can tap into that field and draw energy out by using the technology called registered frequency identification tags. If you really want to know your stuff, if you really know your stuff, go look at that, okay? That's a whole other concept. I've got so many ideas. I mean, piezoelectricity. You squeeze it, emits a charge. Why not put piezoelectric plates on the road so that as cars drive over it, they compress, that energy goes into a battery. There's free energy. Folks, electromagnetics controls everything. We need to control our electromagnetics. The residual effect of modern day electricity is electromagnetic pollution, which is, in a sense, stagnation of atmospheric potential. For $6,000, I believe I can sustain healthy weather in Austin. Please look at the document that I wrote and included called How to Sustain Healthy Weather Systems. Please get that in the hands of every scientific person you know. With that document, you can make it rain. You don't need me. But I'll accept the job. So please, fund this project. For $6,000, I believe we can sustain healthy weather in Austin. Please look at the document. Please question it. Oh, let's go to a little history. Dr. Wilhelm Reich, Dr. Mike Castle, goes without saying Tesla, but you know, his kind of another incorporation of technology. It's not exactly deals with this, but it's incorporable. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I could talk all day long about this. I have invested, I'd like to say I've invested my entire life in it, but the truth is my entire life, most of my life has been falling into understandings, and when it all clicks, it's like, oh, I know what to do. Folks, Orgonite brings rain through its electromagnetic field's ability to recalibrate atmospheric potential, which allows fluidity of biological systems. Also in the document I wrote ether physics. I don't know if it's real, but it is the reality as I see it. If you don't believe in this technology, at least look into my eyes and believe into me. Orgonite brings rain. I'll get the money. I'll sustain healthy weather in Austin. But my God, I have to get a job and pay bills. Everybody does. I don't have the infinite resources just yet. Have you wasted $6,000 on something before? I've wasted a lot of money on this part. Oh, I'm talking too much. I could talk all day long, okay? Orgonite. Piezoelectricity. Electromagnetic fields. Recalibration of atmospheric potential. Brings rain. Okay. I'll see you in the rain. My name is Dwayne Gardner. Let's go play outside. Bye.